I'm old school in that in the way I was taught, there's only one way to do everything. A good example is multiplication or even division. Let me take division. I've always learned that family division, divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down, or dad, mom, sister, brother, and that was ingrained. So every time I think of division, I think of that the process there. But when you truly ask the kids to divide, division, one of the new ways of dividing is now conquering this, having number sense, really understanding the place value of those numbers when dividing. If you take the number 300 divided by 3, and when you divide my brain, 3 goes into 3 one time, well, the kids will understand that that's a 1, not a 100. And it goes back to place value. It's the way of thinking, and it's always changing. It's always evolving,
and it is frustrating for them. I'm a parent, and I would find it frustrating if the way that I knew to do something wasn't what the kids were supposed to do. I wouldn't know how to help. I think that with all the work that we've done with kids, I think that it would be worthwhile to really invite parents in, to have them sort of experience what the kids experience, and so that they can also support them at home. Math, if we asked the kids 3 years ago, what does it mean when you say someone is good at math? And at the time, they always, a lot of them, and Elham probably has the survey still, they said that it means that you get the answer fast, and that you're always right. And I don't think the kids would say that today. I think that they would say that they try to be precise, that what they say makes sense, and that makes a good mathematician. There's been some comments also about basic facts, and basic math are supposed to be the important thing, and we do require and want kids to have a quick recall and automaticity with their facts and things like that, but it's the critical thinking skills that we're really working on.
Math conversations have to be carefully chosen. What we talk about, what's worth talking about, complex problems that we want our students to solve require engaging one another with what we tried and what worked and what didn't work. So there are certain things that probably aren't worth a conversation, but when you are learning new ideas, you need to talk them through, and I think that that's maybe a message to be able to convey, that teachers are making decisions about what kids need to grapple with, and it's around those ideas that we want to try to have math conversations. And certainly in the classroom, all kids don't need to be doing exactly the same thing at all time. So you're making adjustments and thinking about what's an appropriately challenging task for different kids, as well as finding those things that bring the whole class together for either small group conversations or whole group conversations when there's something new to be learned, so that it's not redundant or boring, but it's interesting, it's intellectually engaging.
3 or 4 years ago, we had a lot of kids who had no stamina. They didn't have persistence. They just said, well, it's too hard, I don't get it. And what happens is that even though they are all at different levels of strategies, for example, some of them are using really efficient, quick strategies, and others are using less efficient strategies, but they can all end up getting the problem solved. And the encouragement that gives them, that they are capable of solving a problem, even though their strategy is not efficient, the self-confidence that brings to them. My class last year, I didn't hear anybody say it's too hard. I heard people saying, can you talk me through this? But they don't give up anymore. They just keep on trying because they know that if they do, they will eventually be successful. That's the huge difference.